another week of IPW Hardcore Recap here on UPNWTOG 44. Hey, hold on.
That was kind of fun, though.
Unfortunately, I'm joined here once again by one half of the Florida Unified Tag Team Champions, Naphtali.
Still.
Yeah, one half still of the Florida Unified Tag Team Champions. We just finished a wicked night here at the Florida WrestlePlex. The first night is zero tolerance. But tomorrow night at the Crystal River National Guard Armory, we're going to be up there for the second night of zero tolerance.
That's right. It's called domination, as in complete domination by the Florida Unified Tag Team Champions.
Complete domination it may be. Tomorrow night at the Armory, you will be there defending your tag team titles. But on May 8th at the Dallas Bull on US Highway 301 North, you're going to be teaming up with Kamikaze against the Hardcore Giant Jet Jaguar. That might be violent, but it isn't going to be as violent as the match they're going to see here tonight. They're going to see the epitome of violence, the most hardcore of hardcore, the Rage in the Cage 4, the premier event on the independent scene. Starting it out this week from, once again, the Rage in the Cage 4. We got a fatal four-way tag team match. We got Special Ed and his partner Corky, the short bus, taking on, who is it, Naphtali?
Taking on the Strong Brothers, and then we have a unique tag team of Livewire and Cynic, whose styles are alike, but yet they're not normal tag team partners. And also, we have Jacey North and Seijin Akki, never tag team before, but here they are at the Rage in the Cage.
8 of the best up-and-comers in the professional wrestling scene right now. And we got one of the worst referees in the business, El Masco Aficionado.
Well, these guys are so fast and he's so slow. It makes you wonder just how this match is going to go tonight.
Now, this Roderick Strong and Special Ed, you got to keep an eye on these two individuals. Roderick Strong, you see him getting whipped into the ropes. He has no problem whatsoever grabbing a handful of hair of Special Ed to put the brakes on. And he comes back and level Special Ed with a huge shoulder knock.
You know, Special Ed and Corky here are making quite a name for themselves here at IPW. No one wants to give them a chance because, hey, they are the short bus. But, you know, being a tag team champion, I'm really looking at these two very closely.
Look at the beautiful kick-ups by these two individuals. The crowd, they appreciate it. They like the talent. They're into the talent of IPW. It doesn't matter if it's bloodshed and gore. It doesn't matter what's in the ring. They understand when they're watching IPW hardcore wrestling like they were here at the Rage in the Cage 4 at the Pinellas Expo Center. They're going to get the best talent available on the independent scene today.
This is quite the best wrestling here. As Sedrick Strong and who's this? Jacey North here.
Jacey North making his debut for IPW.
Just classic chain wrestling, back and forth. You know, very fast paced. Oh, what is this? Wow, look at that.
Unbelievable.
That has to hurt.
It looked like he was going for a Hurricane Rana, and he comes up with an abdominal stretch of sorts, locks the head over, he's got the leg over the head. Oh, huge kick, Naphtali style to the midsection. As you would say, my good friend Roland Monsoon would say, a huge blow to the medulla oblongata.
Speaking of kicks here, right to the head, I told you. Seijin Akki is all about the kicks, and I knew something had to be coming up pretty shortly.
Seijin Akki, a former IPW Cruiserweight champion who won it in his first year in the business, gets in and now he faces off with Cynic, a man he doesn't have a huge history with, but Cynic and Seijin Akki have trained with each other many times at the Florida WrestlePlex. They know each other's style. They got a counter for every counter. It's going to be very interesting to see how these two work with each other in the ring.
You say they have a short history, but these two put on one hell of a match with Justice and Kamikaze Kid at the Crystal River National Guard Armory at our return, Ron.
Spit it out, Naphtali. I know you're an awe sitting next to the Hardcore Giant, but a good thing about these kids, it doesn't matter if they're fighting with each other like they were at this huge show or on December 8th. December 8th, what the hell am I talking about? May 8th. At the Dallas Bull in Tampa, they're going to team up to take on Trent Ass and Johnny Cashmere, the Backseat Boys hailing from Combat Zone.
Oh, wow, big knee to the head. See, these guys got us all flustered. These guys are just going back and forth, keeping it strong paced. And, big elbow right to Cynic's jaw.
That was the roaring elbow, made famous in Japan. Seijin Akki, he's not afraid. Oh my God, what a wicked clothesline, reminiscent of the ODD Jeff Bradley. But the difference between this kid, he doesn't need to load up that elbow pad. He doesn't need to take the shortcut. He levels Seijin Akki with a vicious lariat, and he takes over in this match.
Well, he might need to in order to get a 3 count from this referee, Ron.
But you see, Sedrick, he's always thinking,
Oh, wow.
another roaring elbow. Sedrick went to the well one time too many, and he come back trying for another clothesline. Akki blocks it, and he nails him with that vicious elbow. Now we got Roderick.
Speaking of being nailed, Livewire just got nailed by a spinning heel kick by Roderick Strong here.
It's good to see Livewire back in IPW. He's been gone for quite some time, and now he's back in IPW, and he comes in with a huge sunset flip on Roderick Strong.
Oh my God, I didn't even see that one coming. Where'd that one come from?
That was great. He blocks the sunset flip and ends up hitting a huge tope to the outside on Sedrick. These guys, they got more dives for every counter. I don't know what I'm watching.
And here comes Sedrick. And Sedrick is outside with a back body drop almost into the front. And look at Short Bus with the helmets. What's going on here?
Where's the cameraman? Thanks for missing that shot. So what if you put Corky on camera? So what if you got the biggest pop of the night so far? Here they come with it.
Oh my God, they can't even dive. These guys are just, what's going on with these
the
guys?
old manager tripping them spot, except for there's no manager and there's nobody tripping them. And there's Corky getting leveled by a double kick, one to the head and one to the shins. So what if they miss his one big spot? The camera guy's right there to see him get leveled. Come on, camera guy.
Especially making the save, you know, keeping his team in there for just a little bit longer. What's he doing? He's making sure he's okay, but you know, it's
are
one
you
thing.
okay, partner? Here, get up. Take this kick right to the face. You know, I was talking to Corky's mom after Rage in the Cage, and she was very, very upset. She is the one that brings him to the Short Bus every single day. Look at Livewire. He hits a standing moonsault.
Standing moonsault.
Like
Not
it's
a problem
absolutely
at all.
nothing. Special Ed comes in and breaks it up. Hey, Special Ed, you forgot to pick up your partner this time and prompt him to get his face promptly kicked off.
That's quite all right. I'm sure there's going to be someone else there, right there, to kick his head off. He throws him right to his partner. These guys don't even tag.
Oh my God. Huge, huge. He comes in there for a flying something, misses it, gets groinulated on the top rope. Special Ed sits back and says, I'd like to take over, but my partner... What is this?
Speaking of laying the kicks in, look at Corky going at it.
He's got the opportunity to take over.
Oh,
He's got
wow.
the opportunity. Look at that. Look at them.
He's going for... Oh, big leg drop on Sedrick. This has to be it.
That's what they call the retard-like strength of Short Bus.
Wow.
Special Ed hits that wicked leg drop into a power bomb by his partner Corky and covers him for the 1, 2, 3. They get the first Duke. Now we're down to 3 teams.
Oh, nice double drop kick. Rock and Roll Express style from the Strong Brothers here.
That's risk factor, the Strong Brothers. They think this is a good time to all start doing calisthenics?
Oh.
What the hell's wrong with these guys?
He's going in. He lays him out with the helmets.
He uses Corky's special helmet that he uses to keep from bruising his melon when he runs into the walls. And there you go, Special Ed.
And that's a special schoolboy. That's a special...
Remind me next time I see the production truck to strangle each and every one of them for having... What is he doing?
Where are they going? Oh, they ran into each other. What's going on? What's going on? Ronnie,
I have absolutely no reason to... What is this? This is not a hand.
Axis, right? That's your name. You got any idea what's getting ready to happen to you? You done talked yourself up on a match that you'll remember the rest of your life. You see, if you think you're gonna use me to put on your resume to send to New York, you got me fucked up. If you think you're gonna bring New Jack in to make you shine like a light, you got me confused. But if you're thinking I'm gonna come in there and have mercy on your ass, you got me bent again. You see, I got one thing on my mind when I come to Florida. I'm gonna destroy you. I'm gonna beat you beyond recognition, you understand? Boy, I originated this. You understand? We like playing cards. You following suit. I'm gonna show you what violence is all about. I'm gonna show you what extreme is all about. I'm gonna show you what getting somebody's ass beat unconscious is all about. Show up and get knocked out. Your ass will be mine. Believe it.
Drive up to our school, your friends all look so cool, hanging by the bleachers. Your friends all stop and stare at my spiky hair and at my punk rock t-shirt. 2 other girlfriends
some of the best up-and-coming talents in IPW hardcore wrestling all in one match. A fatal four-way tag team elimination match. Short Bus gets the victory, but what the hell were they doing after the match?
I know, they took each other out. You know, with teammates like that, it's going to be no problem keeping my Florida Unified titles whenever I get a hold of them.
I hate to agree with you, but God, Corky and Special Ed, they finally get a big victory here in IPW and end up destroying each other on the outside. No wonder they call him the Short Bus. Tomorrow night in Crystal River at the National Guard Armory, you're going to see this guy, one half of the Florida Unified Tag Team Champions, Naphtali, along with his partner Dagan Briggs, taking on the Hit Squad from Jersey All Pro Wrestling, defending their titles.
You know what? That's all good, Ron, but right now let's get to the cage match. What everyone wants to see.
Come on! This is what we build to every year, Naphtali. This is it. This is the Rage in the Cage 4 at the Pinellas Expo Center. The house that threw IPW out after this show. The house that's afraid to take us back. But we will be back in June, and you just seen Agent Steel leading the way. Followed by the returning to IPW, the former member of the Snack Pack, Kubiak.
You know, we literally tore this place down, as everyone saw last week here on IPW Recap. And look at this, Mark of Mania is running wild. Talk about trying to capitalize on a returning superstar.
And there's the mullet Richie Rich, followed by the debuting Gerald Clark. And we got Frankie Capone. My God, they'll let anybody in. Steve Cannon, the newest hardcore member of IPW Hardcore. And look at the rack on Carl, for God's sake.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Python there. I mean, he does have a pretty massive set.
What the hell's wrong with you? You stealing the Shannon Rose? I'm not quite coming out of the closet, but I'm going to start hinting that I'm gay gimmick. What's wrong with you, Naphtali? You are the Florida Unified Tag Team Champion.
Speaking of Shannon Rose.
Oh my God, there was snow. And his partner, BJ Scotty Hot Pants, right before him.
Here come a couple of them FOW competitors that
The
Bobby Rogers brought into this building.
The Vandals from FOW led in by Bobby Rogers. These kids come down from down in Miami. They come up to IPW Hardcore Wrestling because they want to
Concession Boy.
Concession Boy, Jeff Roth from FOW. And oh my God, look at Mark Gold. He's ripped off Buck Quartermain's gear. Well, if you can't have Buck Quartermain in IPW, at least you can have his gear.
Oh, look at that sexy guy.
Oh my God, that guy's hardcore, and I'm not speaking of chaos. I'm talking about me, the hardcore giant, and Rick Fame.
Here comes Kat. Did you see Kat? I heard she's getting all up in this cage too.
She is not the.
There's the look at this, hardcore champion Axis gets done with Kevin Sullivan, and he decides to get right back in the cage.
Don Juan DeSanto, and there's Pug coming out doing his best Patrick Law impression. He comes out in full hockey gear, and what the hell are you doing back out here hobbling out? Look, you can barely walk, Naphtali, and there you have right behind you the guy you always got in your back pocket, El Masco Aficionado.
Believe me, I want nothing to do with him in my back pocket.
And there's one of our IPW Green Boys from the Wrestleplex that comes out saying, I'm not going to work in the back anymore. I'm going to act like I'm doing security outside by the cage here so I can mark out and watch the bloodshed, mayhem, and gore that they call Rage in the
You haven't
Cage.
even gotten in the cage yet, and it's just madness all around.
Yeah, look what happens as soon as I do get in. Rick Fame levels me with that cowbell, reminiscent of his partner, Sonny T, who's currently at home getting his back hair knotted in two.
Rick Thames was knocking everybody out with the cowbell. I felt it once, twice, I think a couple times.
You talk about violence and mayhem. You talk about the epitome of hardcore. The original gangsta, New Jack. He's in town. He's going to be at the Crystal River National Guard Armory tomorrow night. He's going to be there to take on the IPW Hardcore Champion Axis. He's already taken on the ODD in Bradenton. He's already taken on Chaos right here at the Florida Wrestleplex.
That was a very scary sight,
It was
actually.
a bloodbath most nights. I almost got sick to my stomach. Then I realized it was just excitement. I love watching the bloodshed and gore. I love watching the ODD, the man that's going to the World Extreme Cup for Big Japan Pro Wrestling.
Wow, look at
Representing
Kat up on the
IPW.
top of the
Look at
cage.
Kat. What are you just telling me to look at it? Look at the pose she's in. You gotta give credit where credit's due. The camera guy might miss half the spots, but there he is to cut off Kat's head, but we still got a perfect shot between her legs.
Hey, look at that. I'm sitting there just pulling anybody and everybody out. Oh, wow, speaking of going out, here goes Scotty, what is it, Hot Pants?
Scotty's BJ Hot Pants, and look at you slamming the door on Chris Charger.
Hey, he's an ex-partner of mine, I had to do it.
Yeah, you were former FPW tag team champions together. He comes in making his debut in IPW and promptly gets the steel cage door slammed on his head.
Welcome to IPW.
Welcome to IPW. Welcome to Binoville. Welcome to the Fountain of Death. That's what they call Naphtali. The man I have a three-match
Oh, wow, look at
Oh, my God, Jeff Robb. A little bit of high-risk maneuvering. And unlike him, when somebody takes a dive to the outside, they actually stand there and get leveled.
Wow, look at this shit. Oh, look, Concession Boy's in the middle of the ring, just getting leveled by Axis in the stop sign.
And
He
you
said,
see Kat.
stop!
Stop, please. And you see Kat, she's riding the shoulders of Agent Steel, and she's whipping him with that cat of knife. My God, she looks hot.
Look at-
She looks so sexy in the middle of 20 men destroying themselves, bleeding all over the place at the Rage in the Cage 4. This is the kind of mayhem that you will see on May 8th at the
Oh,
Dallas
there goes
Bull.
Concession Boy, getting squished by all 500 pounds, plus the big 350 pounds by Cannon.
Nobody likes Concession Boy. Sure, they like his IPW bratwurst. You see Rick Danes has got the cowbell wrapped around the neck of the cat. He don't care if he's busting me across the head with it. He don't care if he's raking it across the eyes of right
Wow,
to the
look,
opponent.
Brett Cat's taking it to gentleman Rick Dames.
What are you doing? Flying around, bumping, breaking your neck? You are a guy. You've been in
I'm
and out of the
stopping
cage.
Mark Gold. Would you
Hey,
want me to?
Yeah, I like it. Good work. Very good work.
That's what. Oh,
my! Look,
speaking of being stomped, look at Frankie Capone
yeah,
just
look
laying
at that
it.
beautiful nut shot I administered to Frankie Capone. I took him out, and then I wrapped that beautiful chain right around my fist, and I smashed him across the head because I am the hardcore giant Ron Niemi. And on May 8th at the Dallas Bull, right on US Highway 301 North in Tampa, Shed Jaguar and the hardcore giant Ron Niemi, they will renew their most violent feud in IPW against the hapless and pathetic Naphtali and Kamikaze.
We'll see if you want to keep that little win streak going. And look at Cat just laying it on me. Little Rick Dames has the cowbell over there, just laying everyone out.
He had a cowbell, he had Ron Niemi's briefcase, and now Naphtali goes flying over the top of the cage again, and Agent Steel don't look happy.
No,
He's going up after you. They're trying to beat you
Watch
up.
the cowbell to the head. Just took it right to the head. There was nothing I could do. Look at Mark's out in there getting some offense.
For
It's
the
about
love of
time.
God, Mark Zell, please, either put on a shirt, hit the gym, or for God's sake, get some sun. I'm actually getting sick to my stomach.
Wow, look at Concession Boy. Just he doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell. Python and Axis, the two biggest men here in the cage, are just taking it to him.
This match seems to go on and on. It doesn't matter. How come nobody's got the sense to just get out of the cage? Nobody's got the sense to further their careers by not getting massacred. There's chaos jumping out Python, and Cannon's right there to grab his leg and say, "Brother, get out of here. I've already been eliminated. You're getting eliminated too, because if I'm not gonna win, nobody's gonna win. Except for, of course, maybe the mullet Richie Rich."
Possibly, or Bug, who's still in there. You know, big surprise there. Cat's also still in there. What's going on?
Look at Jarrell Clark, former member of the Cutthroats. He's trying to get himself set on the top of the
He
cage.
wants to go back in the cage, or does he?
No, he doesn't want to go back in the cage. Look at it.
Wow,
Oh
that's
my
just
God, what a
amazing.
huge moonsault. That's the most wicked move that I've ever seen since the last time I seen you wrestle and take one of your suicidal holy crap dives.
Wow, look at this. Mullet Richie Rich, Mark's out, Cat, Bug, they're all in there. Who would have thought?
I wouldn't have thought. What would? Huh?
What? Oh, look at Chaos choking the life out of Kubiak over there on the ground in the corner.
The winner of the Rage in the Cage, just like every other year, gets the shot at the title of their choice. In the first Rage in the Cage, the Southern Posse collectively won. They won the Rage in the Cage together. Last year,
big.
my God, look at the violence. Look at Patrick Ross / Bug getting thrown to the outside. And there
The
you
last
have,
3 men left.
it's Agent
Wait a
Steel,
minute.
Rick Dames, and what the hell music is? What music is that?
I heard that Bobby Rogers was bringing a special guest,
He
a former
guaranteed a
world
former
champion.
ECW world champion, and that doesn't sound like Boxcar Willie's music to me. That sounds like Enter Sandman. That sounds like the theme for the craziest bastard in the entire professional wrestling
And it
business.
is
Oh my God, it is the Sandman making his return to IPW, looking like a decrepit old fossil of himself, but the people are still excited. They don't care if he looks like he's halfway dead. They don't care if he's sucking down more alcohol with the teeth that are rotting out of his skin. They don't care that Devin Nash almost beat the life out of him backstage. The truth of the matter is, he's got blood streaming down his face. He's got beer all over his body. He's got Bobby Rogers from FOW with him. And the people, the fans of IPW, they are thrilled to see this freak show.
Yes, they are, even though he can't even find his way into the cage. But you notice that didn't stop Rick Dames or Chaos as they continue to beat the hell out of each other and Agent Steel.
You see Chaos choking Agent Steel, and Rick Dames takes that opportunity to wrap the cowbell around the throat of Chaos. It's a triple choke gimmick, and Sandman is still taking the
There he is in
century.
his Hawaiian shirt style self.
Bobby Rogers stealing the gimmick, as I mentioned before, is Sonny T, who's at home with his flip-flops and screw-me shorts and Hawaiian shirt. And look at Sandman coming in with that Singapore cane and waffling.
He's already broke the cage.
He doesn't know what's going on.
In a swing and a miss.
And there's Agent Steel, hits him with a huge DDT. Good job, Steel. So what if Sandman's been drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon all night in the back because he can't afford the good stuff anymore?
Well, Agent Steel's like, he's been in this thing for a good half an hour now. He's just swinging, missing, but not Chaos.
Hey,
He said, I'll
don't
show
be
you how to
afraid.
swing.
Don't be afraid to break the Singapore cane over everybody else's head. Sandman's been, look, that thing is destroyed. Sandman, that's how you use the Singapore cane. That's how you lay it in IPW style.
Who's deciding to get in the ring now? Is that Mark Gold again?
Mark
What an
Gold,
idiot.
He comes in trying to play Buck Quartermain like only he can do.
Here comes Bobby Rogers getting it in there.
Very good. Mark
Oh,
Gold serves
whack
his
him right in the
purpose.
head.
He serves his purpose as the manager of Agent Steel, and he takes the opportunity. Look at him. He's
One,
killing everybody.
2, 3, 1,
He's
2,
blowing up.
3.
He's
He's
blowing
just
up
taking
and
everybody
swinging
out. Hit Mark Gold. Hit Mark Gold. I'll give you $5, Agent Steel.
I want to get in there and get hit. It looks exciting just being in the Rage in the Cage. Just like it's going to be on May 8th at the Dallas Bull. Just like it's going to be tomorrow night at the Crystal River National Guard Armory.
Is this
you
thing
go to
over?
IPW-hardcore.com and you can read all about every one of these individuals. Agent Steel looks to be the winner of the Rage in the Cage 4. Rage in the Cage 2002. He is the man who has destroyed Bobby Rogers from FOW. He's destroyed the hardcore icon, Sandman. He has finished off Chaos and Rick Dames. They can no longer continue, and he stands in the middle of the ring of the Pinellas Expo Center as your Rage in the Cage champion.
Diaz Mascaras appears to be counting down the other three competitors. I thought
Spit
that...
it out, Naphtali. This is one of the most exciting times in the career of Agent
Yes,
Steel.
it is.
He's got the former members of Quickie Mort in the ring with him, still his lackeys, still his sidekicks. We got Marks out with that horrendous body, with the bitch tits and the flabby ass. We got Mark Gold coming in here doing a bad impression of a crazy-ass wrestler. But we got Agent Steel standing in the middle of the ring with the Singapore cane of Sandman held high. And Chaos down on the mat looking up. He doesn't beg for mercy. He doesn't beg for forgiveness. Chaos looks up at Agent Steel with respect. And he looks up at him and he knows he was beaten. He knows he was beaten by a better man.
And he's still being beaten. Wow, look at this. Agent Steel won the match, but he doesn't care. This is his moment. This is his moment to shine. So he's going to get everything in, even if that means beating the crap out of every single like I said, every single
Sandman hasn't had
competitor.
enough. Chaos hasn't had enough. Rick Dames hasn't had enough. Agent Steel has swung that cane probably 50 times so far tonight. Bobby Rogers
Get
said,
one more on Bobby.
For the love of God, let me get out of here. I had an easier time trying to sell my kidney on eBay.
You know, between selling the kidney on eBay, the .tv domains, this guy has just about done it all, except, well, beating anybody.
The Rage in the Cage is the biggest event of IPW each and every year. Rage in the Cage 4 right here at the Expo Center was easily the biggest. You see the capacity crowd. You see them on their feet cheering on Agent Steel, your 2002 Rage in the Cage champion.
And he's still laying it out on Sandman. Sandman, this is what IPW is all about. Get the hell out of my cage. Get the hell out of my building. This is IPW.
That's IPW's cage. That's Agent Steel's cage. This is his chance to shine. Naphtali, you might be looking at the future of IPW right now. We've seen what Rage in the Cage does for the career of many individuals. Agent Steel now gets a title shot at his choice. Agent Steel, this is going to be his year. Naphtali, May 8th at the Dallas Bull, you and your partner in got me and Jet Jaguar. Get ready for it.
And Mark Gold and Rick Thames have been best friends ever since.
The Rage in the Cage 4 was easily the most violent match in the history of IPW Hardcore. Tomorrow night, Crystal River National Guard Armory, the second night of Zero Tolerance. They call it domination. I don't know if IPW Hardcore Champion Access is going to defend against the challenge of the original gangsta New Jack at the Armory, but I do know that will be one violent encounter.
So will Billy Fives and Trent Acid. Well, maybe not violent, but very damn good. You know, we got the His Squad coming to take our belts? I think not. Johnny Cashmere and Justice? What a night. All in one ring.
Crystal River National Guard Armory, Zero Tolerance, New Jack, Naphtali along with his partner Dagan Briggs, 911 Incorporated, headed by the hardcore giant Niemi. That's a good wrestling, huh?
Yes, it is. What? Anyway, you gotta ride the short bus not to be there.
Ugh.